In this video, we'll be going over CP Notice 05. This is an IRS notice that you might receive if the IRS is reviewing your tax return. So this specifically says, we're holding your refund until we finish reviewing your tax return. In a moment, we'll get into some of the reasons why the IRS might be holding this tax refund. But let's go ahead and start at the top so that we can better understand what this form is telling us. So this is from an example that I pulled from the IRS website. You can tell that this is clearly a fictitious form. It's from tax year 2018. The notice date is April 30th of 2019. So presumably this would have been sometime around like after the filing, either the filing period or the filing season, or whenever the taxpayer filed their tax return, if they did so. You would see your social security number as well as a phone number to contact the IRS, and then this would be addressed to you as a taxpayer. I'll make a note, as I always do. One of the reasons you'll want to keep your address on file with the IRS correct is so that you can receive notifications such as this one. If you receive a notice to an old address, the IRS will still continue to assume that your inaction implies that you agree with what the IRS is doing. So if you need to change your address, you can do so by calling the IRS and validating your information. You can file a tax return with your updated information, or you can file IRS Form 8822, which is the change of address form for individuals. If you're a business owner, you can file IRS Form 8822B-B, which is the change of address or responsibility form for businesses. We'll put links to those resources in the show notes. So what is this notice telling us? So in the left side, it says that the IRS has selected your return to verify some information that you may have reported. So it could be income, could be your tax withholding, could be tax credits, could be your business income. And generally, the IRS would be sending this notice if something on your tax return does not match up with an informational return that they received. So if your W-2 reflects different tax withholding than what you put on your tax return, you might receive this notice. So the IRS will attempt to contact you or an authorized representative. For example, if you filed IRS Form 2848, that's the power of attorney form. They may also go to any third parties that reported tax information that conflicts with what you reported. So the notice states that the IRS cannot disclose any more information than what is necessary to verify the information they need. So if they call, let's just say they call your employer, they would not be saying anything more than they need to make sure that they've got the correct tax information from your employer's records. So the IRS is required to keep a record of any third-party contacts that they have made when addressing your tax return, and you as a taxpayer have a right to request a copy of that list of people contacted. You can contact the IRS either in writing or by calling the phone number that's in your notice. So if you did file the tax return, you don't need to do anything. The IRS can take up to 60 days to process their review. You can go to www.irs.gov/refunds or the IRS To Go mobile app if you want to check the status of your refund. They may send you a refund, they may ask for additional information, or they may deny part or all of your refund. But your CP05 notice simply says that they've delayed your tax refund until they've had a chance to finish the review. Now, there's another possibility, and that might be that you did not file the tax return. And if that's the case and you're receiving a notice, then there's a long list of things that you should do. First, you should complete and file IRS Form 14039, which is your identity theft affidavit, to the address in the instructions for that form. We'll put a link to a video and an article that we've produced on that form. So you should send that as well as this notice to that IRS office. Then you would want to contact your financial institutions, contact the fraud department in one of these 3 major credit bureaus, and then the one that you contact should notify the other 2 credit bureaus. You'll want to report it to your local police department. You can file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission. You should contact the Social Security Administration, and there are plenty of additional steps that you can find on the IRS website. So at the bottom of the form, there's additional information that may be of benefit to you, such as IRS resources, the Taxpayer Advocate Service that may be able to help you if you have a tax issue that's causing a hardship, or if you believe that you've tried to resolve your issue with the IRS and for some reason it's just not getting done. So the Taxpayer Advocate Service is always free, and they will try to help taxpayers resolve things by making sure that the IRS is adhering to the prescribed guidelines and regulations. If your income allows, you may qualify for low-income taxpayer clinics, LITCs. That is a branch of the Taxpayer Advocate, and it specifically helps certain taxpayers that meet income thresholds. So that's all we have for IRS Notice CP05. Bottom line, if you receive this, you probably don't have to do anything right now unless you did not file a tax return. So if you did not file that tax return and you're receiving this correspondence, then you would need to follow the steps outlined on page 2 of that notice. So again, we'll put links in the show notes to the articles and videos relevant to this topic. If you like our articles, please subscribe to our newsletter. If you like our YouTube videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, comments, or if there's another topic that you'd like to see in an upcoming video, please hit me up in the show notes. Thank you very much and have a great day.